Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 22 here. There's a lot of corn got taken off. To give you an idea of what I ended up doing. You can kind of see it there. I took off this whole front part and then also took out around the outside to about there. Because that's what a one wagon worth was. It was all the way around to there, and then like the first wagon was here, and then it got a little further, and then the last wagon got to there. Well, we've got like 150,000 in there, and it's time for us to do some compaction and get this thing all prepped for silage. So I think we're going to want some sort of a leveler. Let's grab the bigger one. And then alongside that, we're also going to want some sort of silo compaction. Oops. Oh, you can get more weights on it. That'd probably really help with compaction. Yeah, let's buy it and hope that we have enough weight on our tractor. Oh, I shut it off. Looks like actually this one is going to have to come from this side. Try to get it from over here. So if you're wondering about all the cash that we had in our bank account there, it's because I decided to sell all the crops that we had in the silos. I felt like it was a better use for it at that time period. Get ourselves a little bit of cash. I want to get a little more cash flow coming in. So I want to spend it on some factories. Now ideally here we're probably going to want to push some of this stuff all the way over to the other side, right? If possible. Oh, apparently I had it down without realizing it. Wonder why it's not staying down. So if I hit lower, oh, I have control of it that way. I see. Alright. We will, there we go. So we got that big pile we have to take care of too. But I just like it leveled out a little bit more, get it towards the back. See if we can get this to work here. Definitely taking some power, that's for sure. Also messing me up that I'm going reverse and forwards. So I'm happy with that. Ideally we would have a tractor that had this on it now, and so we could just dump the loads in the front and then push them to the back and just kind of pile it up. That's the way you would normally do it. So we'll see if it lets me, there we go, unhook it. So this guy should help with compaction a lot, is the hope at least. Pick her up. Is it gonna dip the front wheels on me? No, looks like we've got enough weight in the front of this tractor, thankfully. Now the goal is to just drive in here and just start rolling over the top of it. Like so. You can see we're already starting to get some compaction out of it. Turn it on. It said the silo compactor was not on, and now it is. That's interesting. It's definitely compacting it pretty quickly though. Try to go right along the edge here. So I'm sure the edge is where all the problems are, right? Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, I'm going to keep compacting here. I'll bring you guys back when we get to the next step here, which we'll be putting the silage additives in and then closing the silo up. Well, there we go. 100% compaction. It's all ready to go. And you know what? There is no silage additive to be used. I'll explain why in a bit. But we should be able to do this. It blankets it just like usual. And then we just got to wait for it to ferment. And then we'll be done. Now, when it comes to silage additive, something I found out comes on afterwards. So, let's say you have a forage wagon. Simple ones, there is no options, right? Kind of like our chopper. You go to here, and now you have silage additive tank. You can add it. There are a bunch of these that you can add it to, right? And then if you go to the big forage harvesters here, like any of these guys, you'll see right here, the additive is something that you can utilize. What it does is it increases the amount of silage you get by 5%. So if you are turning it into silage, basically, it is beneficial. Now I'm curious if I can find one. So this is a wrapped one. That one doesn't seem to have that option. Also doesn't seem to have that option. I was just curious if some of these that are supposed to be able to wrap bales, if they have that option basically. But I'm not seeing it. So maybe you can't do it with the balers. Then obviously this one doesn't have that option. And the one that we used right here does not have that option. So basically we just didn't have the option to use the additive. Fair enough, right? So now what do we want to utilize first here for some of this stuff? So looking at this space, and like, it'd be okay if we had the fields over there, but I think we want to put factories alongside here, alongside the road in these flat areas here. So if we look at the map, I want to see that first. Okay, so we do own this side of the map, this side of the map. That's no problem. So as far as factories go, what we need to look at is what are we going to utilize with the items we have. So obviously we've got, let's see, if we start in the beginning, bakery. Bakery takes milk, takes a bunch of other items, and it makes bread and cake. Don't think we have everything set up for this, so that's probably not worthwhile at this point. Carpentry we already have going, although we will probably end up utilizing more carpentry units because we're making more planks than we're actually using. Yeah, sugar. We need sugar. Alright, so dairy, we can turn it into cheese and chocolate and butter probably, which is used here. Grain mill gets flour, so you need that for the bakery. So you would need this guy and this guy to get the bakery going, plus more stuff, right? The spinnery gets us the fabric. Sugar mill, this is where we'd have to use sugar beets to get sugar. Ah, here we go. Tailor shop. Tailor shop takes the cloth and makes it into clothes. Cereal factory. Cereal factory takes honey, which we have an abundance of, and corn and some other stuff to make cereal. That is another option for us. And then these are all copies. So I feel like something that we could probably do or utilize here is put... No, I don't want to do that. I want to... There we go. Trying to see what this one looked like. Okay. And then where's the other one? This is the other one. Ooh, I like that tower. So there's our spinnery. And then we also need the tailor shop next to it, right? There we go. Get rid of the... Oh, you collide with stuff. So now we have like no money, which is okay. Wow, this thing makes a lot of noise. Alright, so look at that. So this guy uses fabric. So you have fabric wool and you have fabric cotton, right? So 5 to make 3, this takes 2 to make 1, basically. So we are going to want to be doing this, and we are going to want to be... Let's see if we... Oh, we should probably go get some wool. Let's go grab a pallet of wool so we can get this thing processing, right? I'm excited to get production. The next thing we're going to be doing is probably a cereal shop. Because cereal is something we have plenty of items for. You can make decent money for. So we're just going to have to get all of the wool and put it over here. Is it back here? Or does it go here? Well, where's the point to drop it off? Because I feel like it should go right here. Maybe it has to be active. Let's activate it. We're doing fabric wool. and we want it distributing. Now it says fabric storage is missing. Because before there was like a button where you had to press stuff. And that's how you got stuff into it, right? Well then, I might have to figure this out. So I'm not sure why it's not working. Let me see if I can figure out what's going on here. And maybe I have this one too close to this one, and that's what was giving it problems. I don't know. I'll try to figure it out. Alright, so you can see the money's a little off. There's a building missing. All sorts of good stuff. Plus, this is after play commentary because apparently I can mute my mic and not realize it. But anyways, I think I got this all figured out. Oh, look at that. The wool is finally going in. So here's the thing. I deleted the tailor shop. I deleted the spinnery. I replaced it a couple times. I could not get this thing for the life of me to work. Did some digging around on the internet, and turns out there was a mod called, what was it, slow unloading time, or slow unloading. It was a realistic mod, but anyways, I changed that and everything works. So what I'm doing here is I'm changing all the furniture stuff that we were selling, I'm changing it to storing. The reason being, I found out as I was digging through this all, that when you automatically sell stuff in any of these steps, it will take 40% away for delivery and pickup costs, basically. So I'm losing a whole ton of money, so I'm better off just letting it build up outside and take it in when I need to sell some stuff. Get rid of the convenience and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to activate this. It's going to take 2 wool, turn it into 1 fabric. And once I fix everything and send it over to the tailor shop, we can actually make some clothes out of it. Or at least that's the whole plan, right? Now, there's not a lot of harvest going on right now. Oop. Mix that up a little bit. So it's just going to be kind of a thing of what are we going to do for factories. All that good stuff. For a little bit, while I was testing stuff, I actually went in and went to the cereal factory here, and you can see it takes corn, it takes oats, it takes honey, and that one I forgot about, it's actually raisins. So I couldn't actually utilize the cereal factory, which is something I wanted to do, because we don't have grapes yet. But you know what, that's something on our list of things to do. Like, I'd like to get one of every of the factories going. Like, that would be really cool. Besides, you know, our goal to get the largest auger wagon ever that we saw earlier. Utilize that. I want to utilize every single factory at some point. I think that would be a cool thing to strive for. Plus, we should be able to get a decent little bit of money. Oh, it's so nice that just like goes in there. You see there, we've already got 2 fabric down in the right-hand corner. But that thing's noisy. I'm not going to want to be there at all. Yep, 2 liters. Storing all that good stuff. And if we get some cotton, we can actually utilize the cotton at the same time, I believe. Yeah, because if we activate it... Yep. Oh, look at that. It just doesn't have cotton, but we can run both at once. That's actually really cool. So actually, if I wanted to do that with the wood, I could have wood and planks being made into furniture at the same time, which may be beneficial. Might have to look into that. See here, the cows are doing great. We've got a lot of milk in there. We're going to have to probably get the dairy going just to utilize the milk. The slurry is something we're going to have to take care of in the near future here too. Get that spread out on the fields. We've got some fields that we can utilize that with. In fact, we may do that in the next episode, now that I think about it. But let me fix the money problem. Let me fix and get that tailor shop running. Alright, here we are back. We've got ourselves some lovely IKEA furniture. Or at least that's what I want to call it. You can see we got the spinnery. You can see we've got the tailor shop going. Clothes are being made. Clothes are being stored. Those guys are being out of space. It's the only problem. We really need to get a 3rd carpentry unit going so that we can utilize some more of those planks that are getting processed. I think that would definitely be beneficial to us. But yeah, IKEA furniture, right? It's all boxed up, ready to go. Which means it's all like processed wood or something like that. Which, that's no fun. But I'm really hoping that these will sell at the normal shop sell point. If not, we're going to have to put a sell point in, which means I'm going to have to purchase the land down here probably. So let's see what's going to happen here. And oh, look at that, it's selling. Oh, that's awesome. That makes this so much easier. And what do we get out of it? Over 10, huh? 12,000. Dang. That's a lot of money for furniture. It took about, I don't know if I want to say 3.5 days in game to process that much, maybe 3 days. So we could get like $48,000, almost $50,000 then every season then, close to? Or yeah, every season, so like 3 months worth. So that'd be like $200,000 across the whole year. And we can get another carpentry unit up and going, which would be even more money then. But yeah, it looks like there isn't any crops now. It's September 1st. I did fast forward. There isn't any crops that are actually harvestable in September here. So it's not something we're going to be doing here in the next couple days. I'm just going to have to watch the factories kind of do their thing. And no, we got a little bit more wool here. Might as well get that over to the factory. Yeah, I got to get the animals fed here pretty soon. Like I said, got to get that slurry out of there for the cows. Get that, because I don't know what happens when that fills up, or what all happens. In the past, it just filled up and then it stopped. I'm hoping it does it here if we have to, but we can always take care of that. But with that, guys, thank you all for watching. And until next time, as always, gotta get that circle out of my face. Take it easy, guys.